Happy Monday morning, Business 22 students. This is Mr.D, and this is week 7 of our 16-week class here at Norco College Fall 2022. And I just wanted to do another video, just my opportunity to kind of connect with you a little bit and to hopefully put a face to the instruction. And so I'm going to be sharing my screen here and kind of going over what you should be working on this week. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Ooh. There we go. All right, so I'm on our home page here in Canvas. We're in the second week of module number 2. And so I'm going to go ahead and enter into module number 2 here and just talk a little bit about where we're at. So last week, you guys started with check-in number 6. We're looking at chapter 4. Chapter 4, I believe, was all about the writing process and using the you-centered focus. And so it was the beginning. I think it was planning business messages, and we're going to be getting into and drafting business messages. And then this week we're going to be moving into chapter 5, and chapter 5 deals, I believe, with completing. Let's see, the writing process in the digital era. So this is organizing and drafting. So last week was planning. Sorry, I didn't remember. And this week is drafting business messages, and so that's the topic that we'll be looking at. This is where we're going to be focused on organizing your data, doing research, primary and secondary research, etc. So again, you have a check-in assignment on chapter 5. You have some PowerPoint slides you can view. You have a quiz, quiz number 7 on chapter 5. And then you have this discussion post. Now, a lot of people, you started it this last week, but just to make clear exactly what you're doing on this discussion post, it's just like the one we already did, but a lot of students didn't quite get it. The goal here is that you should, by this point, have made an initial list of the do's and don'ts of business writing. And that's your initial post. It was basically something you should have put up on yesterday, by Sunday. If you haven't done that, do that right away. And then you have 4 weeks to look at other students' lists, refine your list, and you should look at least 2 other students' lists, and then make yours better. And the goal of this assignment, to make it very clear, is you should have an initial list that you did this week or last week, and then you should have some comments on other students' lists, and then you should have a final list before the assignment closes in a few weeks. So I think it's like 4 weeks from now. So please, I want to see 2 lists at least. I want to see an initial list that you did this week or last week, and then your final list when the assignment is due. And that final list should be refined down to the top 10 best do's and don'ts of business writing. Now, to help you out on that, and I need to put this in here, is I do have the Zoom session that I just did on this topic, and I think I can add it here. I'm going to go ahead and try file here, and I think I just did it right here, business writing, Biz 22. So there's the Zoom session that I just did, and I want to highly, 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 highly recommend that you watch this video, because in it I go over not only the top 10, I go over many of the very important things you need to know about business writing. And I'm going to be looking for all the things I talk about in this video in all of your writing assignments. And there's 2 benefits to that. Number 1, you'll get a much better grade if you do what I suggest in this video. Secondly, it'll make my job a lot easier to grade the 40 students' papers in this class, because I'm not having to teach you through my comments, because I've already taught you. And in fact, this semester, I'm not going to grade you. If it's obvious that you've not watched the video, I'm not going to grade you. I'm just going to give you a 0 and recommend that you go watch the video and redo the assignment. And so please watch this video. Please take notes, and then make sure you apply what I give in this video to all of your writing assignments. And by the way, your first writing assignment is going to be next week. It's going to be writing a memo. So it's right here, writing assignment number 1. You're going to be doing a parking memo, and it comes on the heels of the last section or last chapter on business writing, and that is revising business messages. And so please watch the video. It's right here now in this week's module. So please watch that, and then your discussion post, I'm going to change that to, rather than start your discussion post, because you should have started it already, is now continue your discussion post. So that's what it's going to read. And that'll be up for the next 4 weeks or so. And the due date now is going to move from the 2nd to the 9th, but it's not completely due until the 30th of the month. So that's when I want to see your final list of the top 10 do's and don'ts of business writing. So anyway, so that's pretty much it, Business 22 class. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. So this week, once again, you need to be working on chapter 5. You're going to be looking at the PowerPoint slides. You're going to be doing the quiz. You're going to be continuing that discussion post. And then again, there's the video for you to watch. So have a great week, everybody.